This is social nation, okay? Then it will be very sexy social nation. Finger versus figure, you tell me.
He's influence. I did not say.
Oh my god, finger versus figure is the heading of this video. वो character है जो बहुत ज़्यादा sex करती है. मैं तो हर दिन उठ के sex करती हूँ. इतना आसान होता ना, तो हम कर लेते. होनी को कौन टाल सकता है, guys? Sorry.
I have a feeling that you did not take approval and you just performed it.
Interview over.
Hello everybody, this is Manisha. Welcome back to another episode of the Social Nation show where we get candid with your favorite creators. Today's guest started her journey in improv and quickly became a powerhouse in India's comedy scene. From viral sketches to her dark yet hilarious web series Pushpavalli, she's done it all. She's hosted, she's judged, now runs her own content platform Motormouth, creating space for female-led stories. She recently did a live tour for her latest set, Hoemonal. So our guest for today is somebody that I have followed way back from Bangalore. The one memory that I have of this super comedic hero is all of us sitting in Mount Carmel College, Bangalore. This music video plays and Sumukhi Suresh is Annu.
Oh my
Aunty.
god! Oh yeah! I forgot about Annu Aunty. I know, he's like, who's Annu Aunty? Oh my god! And that to Mount Carmel College. Was it played in the auditorium?
Yeah, so Varun Agarwal was basically our chief guest for this random business fest.
Of course.
And I don't want to say he doesn't look that good, he looks quite
Varun's
decent
great.
for a Bangalore boy.
Yeah.
But we were all women who've never seen the mankind. So the minute he enters, all of a sudden,
I love this Hot Girls College. They're like, let it come!
Yes! So we went crazy. And then when that song played, obviously us being women, we fell for the woman in that video.
I mean, Brothervi was also there in it. He's pretty cute.
I think that's how we discovered him through that video only.
Yeah, and Brothervi's name is Vignesh. That's max weird for a rapper. But he really pulls it off.
So that is my memory of you. From Annu Aunty.
I'm so disappointed for you.
I love it. That's my first memory of seeing you.
Yeah, that is my first ever YouTube video. That's true.
It was.
Yeah, it was my first ever YouTube video.
Really?
Yeah, Sanjay Manaktala asked, do you want to play Annu Aunty, dude? I'm like, yeah, okay, cool, I will.
I think but every boy would have hated you then because Annu Aunty is so annoying.
The good thing is no one really recognized me because I was wearing like and I wore my own sari, which is judgmental for me now. That clearly I had Annu Aunty saris then. So no one really recognized, but they were like, hey, you look like that auntie. Or they're like, do you know that auntie? I was like, is that your auntie? I was like, that's me only. Yeah, so fair. Oh man, what a blast from the past.
Yes. So, Vanakkam.
Vanakkam.
Hegidira?
Chennagidini.
Kaise ho?
अब मेरा क्या है? मैं तो बर्बाद ही हूँ.
Great. So, I'm just so happy to start this conversation with this memory.
Manisha, you're Kannadiga.
No, I'm
But
a
your
Telugu.
Hegidina was like on point.
Yes.
Even I'm not a Kannadiga, but my Chennagidini is.
Exactly. That Bangalore gives you, I think, all languages.
Yeah.
So I've so loved, I think from the time I knew I was going to interview you, I've been listening to Anirudh's songs.
As one does.
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
Because I was like, I need that Tamil vibe to talk
Yeah.
about.
It's like, it's the
Yes,
mass.
So for me, first question is, take me back to those early days of Annu Aunty, or let me know that one project or moment where you felt like, this is the path I want to take.
Oh, wow.
How did it start?
Okay, see, first of all, my whole thing started because I wanted to do theatre. I think I was working at a job. I was working for a food lab.
Yeah.
And then I thought, okay, sham ko I'll do theatre. So I auditioned for this show called The Improv, which I thought was a play. But turns out it was an improvisational show, which I found out later. I went for the audition thinking I'm playing a part.
Okay.
So they said, oh, for audition, we'll give you one word and you have to come up with something. I was like, wow, theatre wale lazy bhi ho gaye ab. वो पहले से lazy थे और lazy हो गए कि अब तो lines भी नहीं लिख रहे. Then I did a bunch of improv stuff and then they like, no, this is an improv show, a comedy show. And I was like, oh, it's a comedy show, okay. So that was how I got into it. And I was doing it as a fun hobby thing. And then actually, more than a project, it was a day. I remember it was 14th June 2014. 13th June, we did a rehearsal for the improv. And I remember there was Richa Kapoor and me. Richa Kapoor was another improviser in the group. And we were told that let's put the cat out of the bag. The girls are not funny, you know. Richa and Sumukhi are not funny. Actually, I didn't care so much because anyway, the person told me it's not nah only. So then, but then he said it and then I went home. I'm like, तू कौन होता है बोलने वाला? I don't know, I took it very like, if I'm unfunny, I'll call myself unfunny. Who are you to call me unfunny? And then 14 June was our improv show where, dude, I destroyed. Like, I hardly say this about my work. I'm very critical. But that day, I destroyed like crazy. Like, I ate up both the shows. Oh, wow. And that's when I'm like, okay, I think I should try this full time in life, maybe. But I did my job for some time. Then I did stand-up sketch and I met everyone. I met Sanjay through stand-up and sketch. And then Sanjay's like, dude, do you want to play Annu, Aunty? I was like, yeah, okay, cool.
Oh, I really think we should take this video back live somewhere. It's going to do so great now.
Oh, yeah, actually, yeah, it'll do very well now. It's true.
I made everybody in the office listen to that, by the way. I'm like,
and they hadn't heard it yet?
Nobody had.
Oh, man. And also, I got a chance to sing it. Yeah. And I sang it like with such a Usha Uttu vibe that I really enjoyed myself. Yeah.
We loved it.
But thanks to Varun only, because Annu Aunty and there's another sketch where I played a domestic help, Parvati, and those two sketches really everyone remembers. That's what got me to Bombay. So.
Oh yeah, wow, yeah. That's amazing.
That was the time when sketches got you to Bombay, guys. Not anymore.
So you are at a million.
Yeah.
You were raised in Nagpur. You stayed in Bangalore for quite some time.
Yeah.
Now you call Mumbai your home.
Yes.
So I want to know, how have these cities influenced your work? Do you ever notice a different version of Sumukhi from a different time peeking up in your work now?
Ooh, so I think the defining city for me was Chennai, which is where I did my graduation. And before that, in school, I was damn stupid, okay? It was stupid, plus I was bullied, plus I was shy baby. It was just too many things. It was too much, in that sitcom, there was too much happening, okay? So when I went to Chennai, I told myself, Sumukhi, you have to be the most popular girl, okay? Because you were not popular when you were growing up, you got to be popular. And what a nerd I am, what a stupid I am. Because I went and then, popular girl means everyone's like, oh my god, she's gonna be No, I went and I was member of all clubs. I was the more nerdy person in the whole college. I used to do I was college president and all of that. I really took it too seriously. But Chennai really changed my confidence level, and my college was very important for me. And I was also in a girls' college.
Oh wow.
And that's why, and girls, when they hype you, dude, they just hype you. And it was a great call to go to a girls' college because I was always in a co-ed. And it's fine. Boys are nice, but girls hyping is good.
I agree.
So Chennai was very defining for confidence. Bangalore is where I found comedy. And also I think a lot of people just call me a Bangalore girl. And I think I'm okay with it because I found a very important piece of my life there, which was stand-up and performance and comedy.
So beautiful.
And some of the best friends I've made is Bangalore. I learned Kannada in Bangalore because I wanted to impress a boy's mother. Yeah.
What?
I'm very stupid, guys. You have no idea. My levels of stupidity are ridiculous.
Was she impressed?
I think she thought I already knew. Which is my biggest problem. When I come up with something as a skill, no one's like, wow, you know this. They're like, you didn't know this before? I said,
means you're that good.
No, see, yes. So then say that. They don't say that. They're like, why are you showing off? You should know. It's very, I know, I go through the middle class mom guilt that everyone puts on me.
Oh God.
And Bombay, I think, is home. I know I love to be called a Bangalore girl, but Bombay is home because Bombay's speed, Bombay's, I know a lot of people like Bombay, ye hai, wo hai. I have personally loved Bombay because it's given me so much of validation. It's exactly where I wanted to be. I met some of the people who I dreamt of meeting at some point and working with at some point. So Bombay has been so satisfying, and Bombay is home. Wherever I go, I think I'll come back here.
Oh, who is this dreamy person that you've met that you're talking about?
Like for example, great segue for me to plug in. Today, my movie, the dialogues I wrote dialogues for a movie called Control,
yes.
which is a Vikramaditya Motwane movie, and I met him first in 2008. I knew when I saw Udaan, I knew that I wanted to work with him. And Udaan, I wasn't even a comedian, Manisha. So imagine the guts in my head. I was working for a lab. I was testing salmonella in food. Okay, and then I'm like, no, I'll work with Vikramaditya Motwane. I don't know how I'll test his water or something. I don't know.
Manifestation.
See, I wish it was manifestation, but I was like, no, it wasn't. Because I'll tell you the full timeline. Okay. I saw Udaan. I said, one day I have to work with this guy. He's such a cool guy. Then 2018 was iReel Awards. Okay, I call it the Juhutara Awards. Okay, iReel Awards. Pushpavalli won 2 awards, and we were too happy. We were like, this is crazy. We thought the show would be watched by 100 people. We are getting an award. This is mad. Okay. And I remember Vikramaditya Motwane sitting there, and he was being himself, very like, okay, very like So I remember going and introducing myself saying that I'm Sumukhi and in the next 5 years, I will work with you and I'll find a way to do that. And he was like, cool, okay, thanks. And I left. And after that, during pandemic, there was an entire AMA that I did where I was like, if you have any writer or writer-based questions, why don't you ask me? Which is such a... So then the first question someone asked me that, who do you want to work with? Immediately I was like, Vikramaditya Motwani. I tagged him on Instagram. And then he also followed back. He's like, so nice, thank you. I was like, yes, okay, I've got my entry. Then I was like, oh, I've written this show. Do you want to read it? Which he was reading. There was a bunch of back and forth. And then there was an Amazon event where, so I think he got busy with some shoot and there was an Amazon event I had hosted. And I remember my, Sumaira, my best friend, she's like, listen, VM is here. Go. And I was like, no, party, it shouldn't be. And then he went to the loo, dude. Okay, and then I was like, no, now it's not right. Abhi to badtamizi ho jayegi. And she's like, no, you have to meet him today. Okay. So then that hotel's bathroom is also one palace. So I was just waiting outside like one loser. So everyone's like, best part is people passing me like, women's bathroom is there. I'm like, I know. Relax. Okay, meko pata hai. Then he walked out and then you can't stop someone right outside the bathroom.
Yeah, very shady.
So I let him walk away. And that's when I was like, what are you doing? And then I was like, VM! I just screamed. And then he's like, Arey, hey, how are you? Good. He's like, hey, next week, let's catch up.
Oh, wow.
And then I met, and then eventually in the next 6 months, he said, hey, Vinash and I have written Control. Do you want to write dialogues? 2021, I was working with him.
Who knew walking behind a boy in a washroom would lead to this?
Walking and VM, Vikramaditya Motwani. So this wouldn't have happened if it was not Bombay and the confidence and the hustle of Bombay. I know I understand all the problems of hustle. I personally, for my speed and for whatever I wish to do, hopefully Bombay is just there's so much to do that every day you wake up with like, oh, I have a new thing to do, which is very exciting.
From one Bangalore girl to another, I totally understand.
See, exactly. And I'm not even from Bangalore, I'm from Nagpur. For a Nagpur girl, this is crazy. So, God. I don't know if it's manifestation, but...
I think it is almost there.
It's
when you didn't know what was manifestation.
Yeah, it's simulated manifestation. It's basically me Pushpavalli for work.
You did not say that. Oh, God. Okay. You also mentioned in one of your earlier interviews back at For Better Life Foundation that improv is a very important creative process way of working for you. So, but since then your repertoire of work has increased so much.
Repertoire. So, it's like that.
The big words.
Yeah, love it.
One word I have not written.
Love it.
So, is still improv a very important part of your creative process even now when your work has increased like this?
Oh yeah, 100%. Because improv, as on a basic level, of course, the rules of improv is yes and. Improv on stage is purely based on the trust that you have on your co-actor.
Correct.
So if you come on stage and you're on stage with a stranger, the only way you can successfully have a scene, if I trust you and you trust me. But if Manisha is going to come on stage and I'm going to make sure that I make fun of Manisha, or I'm going to negate her premise, like Manisha comes in saying, hi doctor, I'm not feeling well. And I say, I'm not a doctor, I'm a surgeon. Or I'm not a doctor, I'm an engineer. Okay, it'll get a laugh because everyone will be like, stupid Manisha is. But it won't take the story forward or it won't take the scene forward.
Correct.
So I believe that principle of yes and taking the story forward has helped me in all the things I've done, especially writing.
Yeah.
Because if you're working with a bunch of writers, everyone has an idea and they've come with a mindset of it. So you should always yes and let them finish the idea. And then they'll only realize whether that idea is working out or not. One is that, and secondly, improv, you have to make a complete fool of yourself.
I agree.
So if you've made fool of yourself on stage, it's okay to, then you can wait outside washrooms. You won't be worried.
Yeah, I think it makes so much sense because you also said that we don't write the dialogues first, we improv first.
Yeah.
So that's how the teamwork happens then.
Sort of. I mean, especially, I think Naveen and I really improved a lot because we love playing characters. So in Pushpavalli, in fact, all the characters we have improvised first with each other. Like first he played Vasu, then I played Vasu. Then he played Nikhil, then I played Nikhil. Then sometimes he played Pushpavalli and then I played T-Boy. It was so fun. In fact, once he played T-Boy, he doesn't even know Hindi. And I'm like, no, what if we get something interesting out of it? So you play. So the reason is because when you hear, of course, there is work where dialogues need to be dialogues, like Pathan, you can't, But even that, Shah Rukh Khan makes it look so seamless and the way he speaks, right? But some things are very dialogue. And then there are the dialogues which I think I like to write is conversational, like where it looks like when you watch it, you think the actor came up with it. You're like this. I'm sure the actor improvised. This is the best credit or best compliment for a dialogue writer, which happens when you speak it. This is a full tip that I give to all my writers and self is whenever you've written a scene, read it out. Because there is that cringe you have in your brain, okay, when you write something. The moment you read it out, everyone will hear it and you'll only know where the cringe is and you'll fix it. Or maybe it was in your head and others didn't find it cringe.
They might have loved it.
Yeah.
That might work.
Yeah.
Perfect. So you've now recently just finished your live tour.
Yeah, I mean,
Hoemonal.
no, I'm on my
there's
live
still
tour.
another
Yeah.
left?
Lots. There are lots
I
left.
thought it was done.
I wish. No, I did my Edinburgh Fringe Fest with Hoemonal. Yeah.
Okay, but my question is still now whatever shows you've done. You've also said that this set has a lot of personal experience. I think most of your sets have.
Yeah, they're very personal.
But what is that one joke or set or statement that you made that you felt like, yeah, this really connected with the audience, which got the biggest laugh or relatability factor that you felt standing on stage?
There were two lines that always kill very hard. One is when I say, because my, first of all, Hoemonal, so that I have context, so that people don't, think like what. Hoemonal is my stand-up solo, which is mainly me exploring dating after 30 is very small. Actually, more than dating, it's just that I think a lot of girls have been raised very conservatively, okay? And we have all rebelled, okay? We've all been like, hum nahi karenge, hum ye bhi nahi karenge. But then that conservativeness has really stayed in our subconscious. So when I broke up at 30 and I had to explore that side of me, dude, it's too tough. Like dating apps and all is things that are there, but what about mindset? Like kabhi, when you go for your first date, you're like, par ye galat hai na. But when you go for that, when someone's like, why don't you explore your sexuality? Are you crazy? If my mom finds out that I have a sexuality, she'll stab me. Okay. So there's so much of guilt and so much of pressure, so much of fear that I felt. And I've really just spoken about that, where I was like, I'm such a bad hoe actually. I'm wearing this t-shirt, but I'm a very bad hoe, which is why it is HOE. It is for the girls who are trying hard to be hoe, but are failing little bit. But it's okay. So it's honestly this, more than anything, and something which a lot of people, I don't know if spoken or not, is 30s is also, most women have hormonal imbalance.
Yeah,
okay.
I know.
That's like part of your life. Like you have breakfast and then you have an imbalance. That's what it is. So, and which I figured out in 30s, dude, how much I thought I'm not good at weight loss. I'm not good at this. I'm not good looking. All of this sort of came to a standstill when I figured out that I had hormonal imbalance and I need to work my life around it. So all of these experiences put together is the show. And the two lines that I genuinely enjoy. First is, because I cannot have kids, okay? Because when I got my medical test done, I realized that my AMH, which is a hormone, levels are very low. So chances of my eggs giving any baby is not happening, which is good for the world, I feel, okay? Let my legacy end with this t-shirt. That's what I feel. But I remember when I was first told that, Sumukhi, you can't have babies, the doctor said that, Sumukhi, I'm so sorry, because I know that deep down, every woman wants to be a mother. Because that's what औरत की यही होती है ना, जननी, creativity, or not creativity, creating, and
at least that's what we're told.
Yeah, that's what, yeah. But creativity, I don't know. So she's like, I'm so sorry, because deep down women want to be mothers and you can't be one. And I'm not kidding. The line from the show is, deep down women don't want to be mothers. Deep down, women want to be skinny. Okay? Then they want to be mothers. Then they want to be skinny again. Then they want to be, but deep down, we all want to be skinny only. How much ever we want to body positivity, we're like, one day we'll also get size 0 like Karina. Karina is only killing it now without size 0. That line kills always. And second is that women have a lot of hormones to test. And I was like, oh, but men actually have only one hormone in their body, right? Which is ego. So that kills so hard. I'm so sorry, boys.
But that is so true.
Yeah, because and by then, I get the boys on my side. Okay, so boys also like, shut up, dude. Don't expose us.
Yeah, we just started liking you. What is this?
Deep down, women want to be mother. I'm like, no. Deep down, women want to be skinny. And second is, boys have only one hormone, which is ego, which I test every day, any day.
I love it. But one first to talk about this, your legacy is going to stay on for long, Sumu.
I hope so, dude.
With every joke that you say, like, I have been inspired since, like I said, since Annu Aunty.
I can't believe, dude. I'm so glad. I thought that videos, everyone be like, what are you doing?
No,
I'm so glad.
we tripped on it for days, man. So since then, I've been inspired. Because for us, even as schoolgirls, all of us are bullied.
Yeah.
So when I listen to your interviews or I see your comedy sets, it gives me so much confidence that I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
So for
Sad,
me,
but true.
for me, it's just that also you just spoke about such a serious issue in
Yeah.
such a humorous way. So my next question actually was going to be that. How do you even address an issue like this or a PCOS and still deliver it with so much humor and comedy? How do you maintain that balance?
To be fair, the show is second half of the show. The last 30-40 minutes is slightly serious. No, 30 minutes. 20 minutes is slightly serious. But abhi now I feel... See, there's no point. No one is listening to us when we're talking about it seriously.
True.
Might as well make fun of it. Okay. Or might as well find fun in it.
That is so sad.
Okay. I know, first of all. Secondly, I also need to find fun in it. Because if I'm going to take PCOS or if I'm taking... Like, literally last week, I was getting my blood test done and I figured out that I'm pre-diabetic and looks like I'm heading into diabetes. And the first thing, of course, the first thing the doctor's like, आपको exercise करना चाहिए. Sir, मैं पांच बार करती हूँ हफ्ते में.
Protein shake भी तू.
वो त्रिदेव पांडे मेरी मार रहा है वहाँ पे छोड़ता नहीं है मुझे. ठीक है. नहीं अच्छा 5 बार एक्सरसाइज करते हैं ऐसे. तो आपका डाइट ऐसे सर मैंने खाना ही छोड़ दिया सर. मैं I eat only things that I can eat. And then he's like okay. He's like तो फिर शुगर कैसे आया? ऐसे मुझसे क्या पूछ रहे हो? तुमने पढ़ा है ना 10 साल. तुम मुझसे क्या पूछ रहे हो? ये बदन तो मेरा है, मुझे पता है मैं क्या कर रही हूँ. अब तुम फिर कैसे शुगर आया? अरे अगर पता होता तो हम यहाँ नहीं है ना.
Correct.
But what I've realized out of all of this is there is no way that I can't panic about it. If I'm pre-diabetic, which is so common for girls with PCOS, it is so common. And the whole concept of diabetes is the concept of pre-diabetes is so like, which means that you are secretly at night 3 o'clock eating chips. Which is, I guess that's what you're doing. So if the only way to normalize something, I think, would be to just state it as it is and poke a little fun. So that it can be spoken about. I mean, I don't want to be in my own silo जहाँ पर मैं इसके बारे में बात ही नहीं कर रही हूँ क्योंकि मुझे शर्म आ रही है. इसके बारे में बात करने से अगर लोग बात कर रहे हैं, then it becomes easier for me to have this conversation. Plus, women's health, women's reproductive health is so shit. The research is ridiculous.
I agree.
My gynecologist and I talk about it. In fact, every time I meet her, ultrasound or whatever the sonography is like some 5 minutes, then we are like, क्या चल रहा है? बहुत बुरा चल रहा है.
अंदर क्या चल रहा है?
अंदर क्या चल रहा है? And I'm like, कोई दवाई है? She's like, research के पैसे नहीं. I'm like, वहाँ पे लोग बम के लिए, grenades के लिए इतने पैसे जा रहे हैं. तो हमारे
money for reproductive research.
There is actually very little money. My gynecologist is she's great, by the way. She's Bombay based. If someone wants to hit her up, Dr. Aparna Hegde. She's a urogynecologist.
There also you found.
Yeah. There also I found. Kannadiga. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. So all of this, and if I get a chance to talk about it and this becomes a thing, I'd love it, dude. And actually, मैं अपना छाती पीट रही हूँ stage पे. People are finding it relatable. Yeah.
But that makes so much sense. I love this. I love how you actually are talking about very serious situations in such a beautiful way.
Yeah, now I can't have kids. What do I do? What's the plan? My entire conversation is 20s, we're all crying, okay? Because 20s is the worst for women anyway. 30s is when it's really picking up for us, where we're like, oh, we don't have to care about a lot of things, let's relax. But what's the plan? Now I can't have kids. I didn't want kids anyway. Now I'm like, okay, I can't have kids. What are we going to do? Like now, which means that something that I have been taught, that Sumukhi, you are supposed to marry, you're supposed to have a child and a career. So won't have a child. We'll have partner if someone's stupid enough, like me, okay? Both stupids can get together.
Yes.
But also the rules of life has changed, right? We have chosen paths like that. We have chosen work, and which is great.
Yeah.
We have chosen ourselves, we've chosen to work on ourselves. I'm trying to explore my sexuality, failing at it, but I'm really figuring it out. So
Figuring it out?
I wish, anyway, figuring it out.
Okay.
Social Nation, just for you.
I did not say that.
I said figuring. You are figuring. Guys, I don't know. Finger versus figure, you tell me.
Sumukhi's influence. I did not say
Oh my god,
anything.
finger versus figure is the heading of this video. But I think the only way to not have shame with this is to have a conversation.
That's beautiful. I love it. Another thing that I love is what you're wearing right now.
Yes.
The whole t-shirt. Is this a new merch drop for your community? Tell us a little about how you came up with this.
It's part of my Hoemonal show that I'm doing my tour, and this is my home merch, t-shirts and hoodies on Merch Garage, guys. Thank you so much. And if you have come to the show and you have related to the trauma, or you generally relate to the whole trauma, you should definitely buy this t-shirt. Interestingly, a lot of boys are very interested in this t-shirt, which I love. Boys are really picking up the hoodies. This was actually at a Mumbai show. My team from DCA was wearing the black Ho t-shirts. So they're wearing black t-shirts with Ho written on it. And that was not part of the whole merch plan. They were just walking, they were helping people and everything, the conversations, and like, oh, yahan baitho, ye wo. Or just generally checking up on people. And then everyone's like, oh, what is this t-shirt? We'd like this t-shirt. And that's when DCA is like, cool, let's make this t-shirt happen.
Wow,
so there are t-shirts and hoodies which just say Ho. Well, my favorite part is everyone's really excited about that t-shirt, but they're like, हम मम्मी को क्या बताएंगे? And I'm like, अभी मम्मी को नहीं समझेगा, मम्मी t-shirt नहीं पढ़ती हैं, मम्मी सिर्फ कुंडी पढ़ती हैं, guys. So please pick up a Ho t-shirt. Yeah, but it's truly my first merch, and I'm also glad because it's available in my size. So,
Yes,
yeah.
I love it.
Gotta pick up a Ho t-shirt.
I
Manisha.
will. I think you should gift me one.
Whoa!
Okay, talking about mummies, I've seen your old interviews where you've said that, you know, your mom talks through her eyes, and honestly, bro, same. Like, I haven't related to any statement as much as that. So my next question is, you also did that series Don't Tell Amma, which was a massive, massive hit. Yeah. So my question is, have you ever performed any of these sets in front of her or before the show? Did you take her approval, or did she just find out like the rest of us, just seeing you randomly in one of the set shows?
What do you think?
I have a feeling that you did not take approval and you just performed it.
Interview over. Of course not. Are you mad? I can't ask my mom for permission.
Oh my god.
First of all, guys, we need to stop asking for permission. Yeah.
But what was the reaction then?
My mom doesn't understand. I speak very fast. She doesn't understand half the things I speak. You are only not understanding. You are like, थोड़ा ये YouTube video तो तुम्हें वैसे भी slow करके ही सुनना पड़ेगा. नहीं तो फूक के देखना पड़ेगा. Whichever the works for you. You think my mom's understanding? She has no clue what I'm doing.
But it's called Don't Tell Amma. Didn't she ask you?
She said, and then she's like, "Enna pesra nahi atla hai. What are you saying?" And I'm like, okay, cool. Actually, don't see. Let me tell you, which a lot of girls I think relate to, is that our basis of our relationship with our mother is lies.
Oh my god.
Right,
we lie. Unfortunately, I have to say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the truth is, they know we're lying.
Yes.
Okay.
But they are also
lying to us, saying, sure, you also lie.
Correct.
Okay. In fact, I wish I'd called the show Don't Lie, Amma. Okay. But I couldn't. But I thought of it later.
Don't lie, Amma.
Don't lie, Amma. Yeah. So I'll give you a small anecdote which will tell you that there is no way that I'm going to ask permission. Is that the first time I went to college, okay? This my mother will only tell you. It's a Chennai college that I went for. Before that, I was studying for 1 year in Nagpur. Okay. I was doing home science. I was dying, okay? Home science. So I was like, okay, cool, this is not working out. And also, I knew somewhere in my head, I don't know how it is. I was like, I want different things in life, I think. And by then, I realized, and I secretly applied to a college in Chennai. Okay. And I was there was a whole thing that I had figured, because मैं debates करने लगी थी first year college में and all. तो मेरा मुंह खुलने लगा था, तो मेरे को मुंह खुलने लगा तो झूठ भी बोलने लगी थी. So I had full story ready कि अच्छा इसका जब हॉल टिकट आएगा मैं बोल दूंगी डिबेट कंपटीशन है एंड दोस्त से पैसे लेके जाना है. Everything I had planned. Oh, wow. My hall ticket came to my mother only, dude. Then she got it, and then she was like, "You think you're gonna get into college in Chennai? I don't think so." Okay. Yeah, my mom's sassy as okay. That's okay. So then I was like, okay, as long as this means that I can go. So I went for my entrance exam, and I gave my entrance exam, and I remember giving to my HOD saying that correct my paper now. And my HOD is like, what? I used to call my HOD Shah ma'am. She'd be like, she's crazy. I was like, see, I have only one day to finish this task. This roadie's task I have to finish today. So you correct. God. Then she corrected her. I said, what next? She said, interview. I said, ask me anything.
Oh, there.
Ask me quickly. She was too fascinated by me. My HOD was like, she's crazy. We must find out what's up with her. And literally in that day, I figured my interview. I went and paid my fees. I went to the hostel. I blocked my hostel. मैंने वहाँ के भी पैसे दे दिए. मैं thank God मेरे पापा ने उधार लिया था और मैंने बोला था पापा मैं पक्का वापस दे दूँगा. मैं दिया. जब मैंने कमाना शुरू किया मैंने दे दिया. That one day I got admission, hostel, everything. Boom, boom, boom. I came back the next day. My mother's like, what?
You will never get into the college.
Yeah, and then she was more pissed because I did it behind her back. So even now, if you ask her, saying where they are like, Sumukhi's stand-up career, do you know anything? My mom will be like, how will I know? She didn't even tell me she's going to college.
Oh no.
And I'm like, booyah.
Oh, I think
So no, she's not seen any of it, and I don't think she should.
I agree.
It's my personal. Recently, I told her saying I can't have kids finally because my sister-in-law came and saw my show. So I'm like, before she opens her mouth, I'll only go tell.
Oh, that would have been such a terrible way for her to get to know.
Yeah, and I mean, anyway, she found out I'm doing stand-up only full-time very badly. She saw my AIB video where I played a vagina.
Oh.
Badly, dude. Really.
Yeah, I don't think she should watch. Don't.
Yeah. So to answer your question, no. My mother's only watched Pushpavalli.
Oh, that's also not a good one.
No, but the thing is, this is the best compliment I've received is because my mother saw it and she didn't think it was me. Like she kept bitching about Pushpavalli to me. But she's like, she's so stupid. She's stupid. Just running behind one stupid man. Just because he's stupid. You're stupid. Everybody's stupid. And then when Pushpavalli season 2 happened, she said, what happened in the end? I said, no, I can't tell you. She said, how can you not tell me? I said, because I can't tell you. It's a cliffhanger. She's like, I gave birth to you. Technically, I created Pushpavalli.
Oh.
So that's the only show she really enjoyed. Because it's a serial types, na. It's also the heroine is stupid.
That's what mothers like.
Yeah, mothers are. Hey, but actually that's true because a lot of older women who come to my shows, and a lot of older women come to my show, like mothers, 60s, 70s, and all. They all come for my shows, and they all come because of Pushpavalli.
Oh.
They all come. They're like, what happened to that Pushpavalli? So sad, poor thing.
Nobody
that
knows.
boy also should have given her. They really think it's you.
Oh no.
They're like, don't worry about it, okay? You don't think too much. And I know, I'm fine.
They think you have mental health issues
Yeah,
because of a boy.
I'm not like that. I'm just doing that to direct us for work.
Oh god. But if your mother's not in your inner circle of feedback, who is in the circle of feedback for you when it comes to your writing your shows or anything?
Inner circle of feedback. Okay, well, I think strangely, I feel like a lot of comics get very brutal feedback is because we do open mics so regularly, right?
Correct.
So even if you could be the biggest star, you could be the biggest comedian. If you go to an open mic, you bomb. And I think audience is very brutal with comedians. Like, अगर एक भी गलत हो गया तो they are like ऐसे थोड़ी ना होता है. And अब तो social media की वजह से सबके पास opinions हैं, right? So honestly, no one is scared of giving me feedback. My problem is people give me too much feedback. I have sat in 2-hour meetings where I knew what the feedback was, but everyone अब वो मिल गया उनको तो वो बोलना है. I'm like बोलने दो, कोई बात नहीं. तो I think that way. The inner circle, I wish I had an inner circle of people who tell me saying, Sumukhi, you're good.
Aww.
Well done, have fun. But since it's comedians, उनको बकचोदी भी नहीं करनी है ना हमारे साथ. चल unfunny. कभी कभी हमें बुरा लगता है. So the inner circle of feedback is the world. I would like an inner circle of love if I can get.
I will be in that inner circle from today.
Yeah. Thank you, Manisha.
Okay, now we will get into our game segment.
There's a game?
Of course there's a game. How can we not have a game?
It's crazy.
It's called What Happens Next.
Oh shit.
So I give you a statement and you need to come up with what happens next. Since
Okay,
you're a
cool.
writer.
Oh shit. Oh no.
These are situations like, which are not real.
Sure, you say it now.
The first one is, you discover that you can only tell jokes while taking a shower. What is the first joke that you say?
Oh my god.
Were you just imagining this?
Yeah! First of all,
Unfortunately, I think everybody else is now, guys.
yeah, everyone's now, don't. This is not a rom-com. This is a sex comedy now.
You have discovered that you can tell jokes only when you're in the shower.
If I'm telling jokes only in the shower and that's the show, I'll be like, please drop your standards exactly like how I'm dropping these jokes.
Okay.
Yeah, because if they're watching me shower, guys, it's not going to be hot. You know it. Okay? वो लोग बहुत अच्छा shoot करते हैं. Actually, मैं shower में बहुत गंदे लगते हैं.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
the way I clean my underarms, you don't want to know.
Okay.
So actual में we all know कि showering is not sexy.
I don't know how many are
See?
going to agree to this though.
Showering is not sexy at all unless. Don't get me into it now.
Okay, I think.
This is social
No,
nation.
we've
Okay,
stopped,
then it will
we've
be very sexy social nation. We'll do an after hours.
Oh,
Yeah, the first joke I'll drop is ki this is how girls actually shower. Boom.
oh my god.
Boys will be like, you.
Okay.
Why did you break? Why did you?
The second one is, you realize your phone has a personality now. What is your first argument going to be with your phone?
What is my if my phone has a personality?
Of its
Stop auto dialing my mother, because I know my phone will be like, "Ab tu ruk, तेरे गान." क्या बात कर रही है तू? Sexuality, mummy. Yeah. So the first argument I'll have is that because I think my phone's personality will be
Like your mom's chela.
yeah, like basically whatever's will not work for me, my phone will do it. Yeah. But if I have to upload an honest like if I'm saying some fake about someone, then my phone will autocorrect it and say that she does not like you, don't worry.
Oh shit.
I'm telling you, that's what my phone will do.
Okay, the third one is,
Phone will call my ex and tell him that she's ready to get back.
no,
Yeah.
not good.
She's
phone.
not.
Who is
But
this
phone
phone?
is a no.
Why is this the personality? Why? This
Oh,
one
you think your
is-
phone's gonna be nice? As if.
I hope.
If you guys want to know more about personalities in phones, you can watch my movie that I've written called Control. It's a tech thriller.
Did it just release? No, it's going to release.
It's released today.
Today, yes.
It's a thriller, guys. I've written a thriller. Okay, it's crazy. I don't know. Please
I
talk
think we
to
should
me.
watch it after.
Yeah, please.
Okay, the third one is, you can only communicate through pickup lines for a day. What is your opening line?
Are you chamomile? Because you're a hot tea.
I was expecting something better. I don't know why.
Pickup lines are never good. Please tell me one pickup line which has worked for anyone.
It hasn't, no?
Exactly, it hasn't.
Worst is, have you just dropped from the heaven?
Yeah, it's in my set also. I actually have a full bit on how, because when I downloaded Bumble, you have to make the first
Yeah,
move,
man,
right?
that is so annoying.
Yeah, and I apologize to all the boys in my audience because for centuries they have been expected to make the first move. And they've all come up with the, "Are you angel? You have fallen from heaven." And we've all been like, "Yuck, I'll never." But now I had to come up with pickup lines.
Oh my God.
So my first pickup line, actual pickup line was, "Hey, are you chamomile? Because you're hot tea."
Oh,
I had three
wow.
pickup lines.
Did
Second
that
one
work?
was, first, I'll tell you which one was. First, chamomile hot tea, I said. Second one, I said, "Are you COVID? I'm vaccine." And he's like, "Which one?"
Oh.
And I said, "Booster." Then he sent, he's
It
like,
has
"Check out my
worked.
booster." I was like, "Unmatched. Sorry, buddy. Not ready." Third one, I was like, "Are you merry-go-round? I want to go round, 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 round." He I think he broke his phone. He's like, "I don't know what to do with this bitch." The chamomile guy was nice. He's like, "You don't know how to do this, come, I'll teach you."
Oh, wow.
Boys love teaching anyway now, so they'll be like, "Come, babe, come, it's very easy.
Are
Take
these
off your
boys
top, I'll do
from
it."
Mumbai?
Are these boys from Mumbai? How dare you? Poor things have been coming out pickup lines everywhere, and now with my 3 pickup lines, I've judged them. No.
Fair though.
Yeah.
I think.
So if my life is a pickup line, if I could communicate only with pickup lines, that's how I'll order my tea.
Okay. If you accidentally become the chief minister,
Oh no.
what is your first rule?
Don't know. It's controversial. See it. Can boys not get out of the house after 10?
I would love that rule.
Yeah, so that we can chill at night. Guys, nightlife is so fun.
We can't enjoy it because
We
the
can't
boys
enjoy
know.
it. I mean, it's not because of all of them, but it is sort of.
It is.
Because everywhere you go, you're very like, "Koi dekh to nahi raha hai." And then you say this saying, "Ki koi dekh to nahi raha," they're like, "Tujhe to nahi dekh raha." I'm like, this is, you're making it tough. That's not the problem here. कि तू मुझे नहीं देख रहा. The problem is हम जल रहे हैं. ये पहला काउंटर है मैं जो भी बोलती हूँ कि ये बॉयज ये कर
तुझे नहीं देख
हाँ हमने बात वो नहीं है ना भाई तू किसी को तो देख रहा है ना पर भाई वो प्रॉब्लम वही है
Oh God, only if they understood.
yeah if it could be safe for me to chill at night
Perfect.
nightlife for gals
Now, if you're stuck in a time loop doing only one action every day, what are you doing?
I'll cook breakfast
That
I
one-
love cooking you have no idea Manisha I'm not very good with comedy or with writing I'm an excellent cook like you have no it's
You
all
just lied.
no
No good
my
at
inner
writing, no
circle
good
of
at
love.
comedy. Who is this person?
but guys I've been cooking since I was in 2nd standard
What?
yeah because I started cooking early because the situation at home was not great so we were helping each other out whatever and my mom was studying for chartered account she was studying to be a chartered accountant after she gave birth to all of
Oh.
us so I was taking care of the food situation I cook so well you guys you have no idea I'm such a wife it's crazy
What is the best dish that you can cook?
what do you want Depends I'm very good with I mean I'm super with South Indian My South Indian food is insane.
Oh God, what do you cook?
Depends. I do the whole thali. I also cook non-veg because I've worked as a chef at ITC. So I do like nice chettinad chicken also. I can do nice prawn curry. There is this specific. I remember I did a show and I fed Malika Dua and Kaneez this dish, and both of them really enjoyed it. Where I'd made ham and bokonchini cheese skewers with figs, and then I'd made Mangalore buns. You know those buns with fish gassi.
Oh no, I'm hungry now.
And then I served them for dessert. I don't know what I served. I forget. I think of chocolate pudding or something.
Oh wow.
Guys, I'm too good. You have no idea.
Now I want South Indian food that you made.
I know.
Okay, the last one in this game is you wake up to find yourself on stage. What is your excuse?
I'm honestly saying, Manisha, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Because if I wake up on stage, I'll start my show. I'll be like, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be so happy. I'm like, audience came for this. Yes! Audience is there or not?
What if they know?
If
In this situation, they're not there.
Then I'll fold and I'll... What's the plan? I got sleep. No, did I sleep?
I think so.
Then
I
fine.
hope so.
Then cool. As long as I don't have magnesium deficiency, I'm sleeping. I'm happy with it.
Oh my God. Oof.
Sorry, that last question is not a stump. Like,
You're not shocked?
yeah. Literally anyone, any comedian asks, they'll be so happy. They're like, did I wake up on stage? Was there audience? Can I do tight 15? They'll be very happy.
Love it. I love how honest this conversation is going. But I've seen it in your previous interviews how honest you've been about a measuring tape and how it's horrifying. And honestly, again, same, because I think all of us have faced this horror with the measuring tape. So
I hate measuring tape.
now, as a woman in the public eye, how do you navigate through your comment section? Because I'm sure it's probably worse than a measuring tape.
Yeah, the comment section is pretty bad, dude. They're going mad in comments. But what's the plan? I mean, my AMH is 0.3. I can't have babies.
Oh God.
I have hormonal imbalance. I'm pre-diabetic. So between all of that and their comments, my life is too stressful. I'm like, fuck off. Also, children who've been, I mean, I don't know, I'm specifically speaking for me. I don't think others, it's not like others don't have that trauma. It's also since I was bullied heavily growing up. Trolling has been part of my life. So being trolled or being shamed or bullied is not really, in fact, the facelessness is refreshing. That I'm not seeing them. Because I've seen it in person also. No, actually, the fact that the bullying has moved from in person to Zoom call, I'm very happy. So I'm like, तुम्हारा comment है जो बोलना है बोलो मैं delete कर दूँगी. And sometimes I forget also that they exist.
Oh wow.
And I block very heavily. I'm very like, yeah, if I spot them, I block them very heavily. But yeah, I guess, see, also, I believe this is something I think Sumaira mentioned once and makes so much sense, is that you have an opportunity to have a voice on stage or on Instagram. No one likes a free woman. Okay, that's as simple as that. And I'm not saying only boys, even girls don't like other free girls. So it's okay. If this means that we are 1 centimeter every day, we sort of go ahead in normalizing women in public speaking about what they want, and it can be good or bad or inappropriate or whatever it is. But at least the stage or the opportunity to talk, that's enough. So the fact that I'm there, I can talk, and there are people who are listening to me, I'm very grateful, very happy, want that community to increase.
That's amazing. Now let's come to a person who has been peeking through our conversation the entire time. Pushpavalli. This girl who moves cities for a boy.
Yeah.
Relatable. But
when we were writing it, I remember Naveen's like, that no girl does it. I'm like, oh, you have no idea.
Come
you have no idea how stupid we are as a community. But we're like, do you think he made eye contact? Where does he live? Dehradun? I'm coming.
because I think even that there's only one dialogue that guy says to Pushpavalli, and that's why she moves. One line, if I'm not wrong.
If you come to Bangalore, then maybe.
Exactly, and that's the whole reason she shifts.
She's stupid, dude. She's so stupid.
But that's every girl at that age.
Yeah. It's that age where no one can stop you from making that bad decision.
Yeah.
You have to make that bad decision.
To know it's wrong. Yeah.
But she went crazy with it. So we can't. She's unstoppable.
But I know this character was what she worked at a children's library.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my next question is, what inspired you to create this show? And because there were so many similarities, this is one of it.
Yeah.
How similar is Pushpavalli to Sumukhi?
The children's library for sure. The food science angle for sure. The only reason I think I really peppered the show with it is because I have never seen these visuals on a screen where someone's working for a children's library or someone with food science. In fact, food science and food is in every show or everything I write because I personally think the nerd side of food is not spoken enough. Okay, I know I have my own drama in my head. So her being a food scientist, I find it very interesting. The fact that he's a bhindi exporter, like these are mainstream heroes aren't selling bhindi to Europe,
generally.
but in life, mainstream boys are doing these jobs only. Everyone's not an ad agency guru or like a Rahul Khanna from Wake Up Sid. No one's really that. सब लोग consultancy का ही काम कर रहे हैं और शाम को दारू पी रहे हैं और फिर रात को line मार रहे हैं.
Every corporate boy.
Every corporate boy. So I think the reason I had all of that was because I wanted to, whatever I did, sort of, put that in a show, and I've never seen it, which was exciting. In terms of personality, actually, I mean, I think this is, I'm stealing Sumaira's words here because Sumaira is a big Pushpavalli fan. Like in our writer's room, we all treat Pushpavalli very badly. Like we are very like, Pushpavalli.
She supports her.
She's very pro Pushpavalli. She's very like, but what is wrong with what she did? And we are very like, no, what she did was wrong. So, because the rule of the show was, whatever happens, even if something wrong, you did something wrong, Pushpavalli gets the punishment.
Okay.
Because at a base level, the life decision she's chosen is wrong. That she is talking and she's this is the empathy that I think ended up creating, which is the empathy Sumaira has. And Sumaira, I asked her finally, I remember saying, why do you like Pushpavalli? And she's like, she's such a go-getter.
She is. But she is.
I was like, what? She's like, she gets, she's crazy, she does so much jugaad.
But it's so unfair because I feel like if a boy did this, oh my god, this girl said this, I will move cities for her.
Yeah.
But we so romanticized. Why is it wrong when a girl does it?
Yeah, so that I think the go-getter side is me. Yeah. I'm a go-getter.
So the crazy side is just
crazy side, yeah, we really escalated it. I mean, I wouldn't steal dogs and all. That's too much tras, baba. It's too much
work. After that?
I really enjoyed, and also she's very, okay, no, sorry, that's not fair. The go-getter side and also the insecurity side. The base emotion for Pushpavalli, and that, which is why a lot of people like her, is that she's extremely insecure as a girl. Like she just nothing, no validation's ever enough for her, yeah. So then no one can ever validate her. She needs to validate herself.
I know.
She needs to self-validate parking. That's what she needs to do.
All of us.
Yeah, and that's me, dude. I think, and through Pushpavalli, I feel like my insecurities reduced. I feel
that's amazing.
Nice, yeah.
So speaking of grey characters, let's now dive into Motormouth, your production company. I love how you've mentioned that your female characters now, they have to be flawed in some way or another. So do you have any particular female inspiration ki I love this person's story and I want to make it one day?
I don't have I mean, not a specific woman. I think that every how do I put this? I know that I speak a lot about my mom, but I think and I want to make this show, is a very specific time of her life where she lost her father and he left a lot of debt. And it was her elder sister and her eldest brother. Both of them were unmarried, and my mama was the one who was figuring everything out. And my mom sort of took charge with him, and she made spare parts for engines. And she was basically welding and running the factory because they didn't have employees. And she was also running a printing press to make sure that she got enough money to help my uncle out to, pay off my grandfather's debt. And eventually when she did, and she's like, I think I have it in me. I think we should run this industry together. Is when my mama was like, no, you have to get married. And he was like, because everyone will think that I just kept you for work. And she was so angry, but she's like, but I made this, how can you get me married? And then she ended up marrying the man who her sisters had rejected before, because they were like, we're not sure if he's good enough or not. And no one was very happy with him. And my mother's like, no, I'll marry him only, which was my father.
What was it, just rebel nature, or did she really like
now
him?
I'll marry him only.
You didn't like him?
You watch. Wow. And they were like, please, no, we'll find other people. She's like, no, I want to marry him only now. What you'll do? And I think that I really like as a story. She's so stubborn. She throws so many tantrums, which is all of us. And also the reason I say grey women are flawed is because I think the whole जो भार है ना कि अच्छा बुरा औरतें सोचो कि भाई हाँ और औरतों का काम होता है कि वो सही दिशा में ले जाए. अरे भाई नहीं टाइम है यार. मैं स्विगी इंस्टामार्ट पे मैं चूज नहीं कर पाती कुछ अच्छा. मैं कहाँ सही गलत चूज कर पाऊंगी. प्लीज यार कम ऑन. सो आई रियली वांट टू स्टॉप पुटिंग द प्रेशर on female characters of being good or bad. Why can't they just be both?
I agree.
So that's the plan, yeah. But this story, I think I will, yeah.
Beautiful qualities. There's a romantic story. There's also inspiration.
Yeah.
There's women empowerment.
Yeah, she's also, there are a lot of bunch did which I will write. Because that was not right, dude, what she did.
God.
She tricked a lot of people who they were supposed to pay back and she didn't.
Oh, wow.
She boss.
I can't wait for this to come out.
Right?
One
yeah.
day. Soon.
Don't nobody steal this, it's mine. If you steal, I'll find you, dude.
But I'm really fascinated by this idea that you want to, you know, bring out female-led stories out there in the entertainment industry, honestly, because especially in the South, women characters are just like one song, one dialogue done, which does not make sense to me, which I feel is really sad.
Dude, not even South, no, everywhere. Like everyone has a image.
But I feel like Bollywood somehow is trying to at least find that balance.
Yeah, but everyone's pretty, dude.
Yeah, that is
everyone has to be fair, everyone has to be skinny, everyone has to be pretty, everyone has to be like... So there is, of course, people are acknowledging that, oh, different body types or different, different skin types or everything needs to be included. But you're still putting them in the boxes that you've made before, which is of the best friend. But heroine dikhni chahiye. Because this is and I've worked now with enough producers to know that, that is still there. I know I'll get, I mean, I won't actually, I'm good dialogue writer, so it's fine.
Oh God.
So, but that is there. So, but the good thing is that I know that at least they're acknowledging it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what is it like working in your production house? Because it's such a different concept. I love how you bring those thoughts out. So, how does the office work? How does it differ from a mainstream production company? What is the office like?
The office is actually more than production. It's a very creative and a writing studio. So you see a lot of writers coming in and coming out. There are multiple writers' rooms that are developing different things. There are right now about I think a bunch of them. Like they're developing 3 shows and 2 movies, and 3 of them are for me to take it forward. Okay. Veer and I are writing a movie together. Wow. So that writers' room is on. And there's another movie which is very interesting. Oh, I wish I can talk about it, but I'm so excited about it. So a typical day is first half a bunch of writers come, finish their rooms, then they chill for a bit, then they do their work, and then the second half a bunch of writers come and also interlap, like one writer sort of works in 2-3, because writers also don't, writers don't get paid a lot. So we really need to, we really need to juggle the projects to make sure that everyone makes enough. So, so a typical day in Motormouth is that, and also now I'm also going into we need to create our own comedy shows because...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I don't think comedies are being made that well, dude. Because you can't get non-comic actors to play comedy because it's also so unfair, right?
That's true.
To be like, there is a reason why there are comedic actors who get punchlines.
Why they do it as a profession.
Yeah, and which is why also people enjoyed watching that show. Like recently, tell me a comedy show that you watched and you enjoyed it. The only people who are getting it right is TVF. Because TVF also banks their people on the right, in the right way. But where female lead, where have you had a female funny lead? No one has.
Very true.
Because everyone's giving that वो एक funny show है जहाँ पे लड़के funny हैं और लड़कियाँ is like चलो बंद करो आप काम करेंगे.
Move on from that.
या तो फिर वो character है जो बहुत ज़्यादा sex करती है. मैं तो हर दिन उठ के sex करती हूँ. इतना आसान होता ना तो हम कर लेते. हमसे नहीं हो रहा guys. It's too tough.
Oh God. Talking about creation, you also are a creator, right? So what for me, my next question is, what is a creator and brand relationship supposed to be like according to you? And do you have like top three things that you would never negotiate with when it comes to a brand collaboration?
Honestly, especially with brands, I try really hard to recommend not videos that are usually done or in the space that works for them because that really works for them. But if the same thing I'm going to do it will not work.
Correct.
There is a reason, there is a weird twist to every brand video that I do. Like there is a recent Indigo video that I did, which I remember my premise was very that they said that Indigo ka sale hai. तो आपको उसके बारे में बात करना है. I said done. I said this girl just thinks about sale the whole time. So she keeps saying sale everywhere. Okay, that's it. My premise was only, it did so well, dude. And Indigo was like, are you sure? I said trust me, that basic thought and escalation is what any comedic or a stand-up
works
comedian.
for your audience.
Yeah. So the one I genuinely push for brands to be like, listen, please try and understand that this will really work. Like Swiggy, there was a Pongal video that they wanted me to do. And they said, can you do a piece to camera? I said, can I just do a video where I'm screaming Pongal oh Pongal? That's it. And I did that, dude, that worked so well. So
I can imagine.
what I really try to do, and I understand where brands are coming from because they also have their guidelines. It's not like they, so mine, it's not like negotiable, non-negotiable, but there is a full conversation on scripting. We're like, trust me, it'll work. And I'll try and involve them as much as possible. Non-negotiable wise is that like you can't make me copy someone else's work.
Correct.
That's too weird and it won't fit me, and then if तुम्हारा भी भला नहीं होगा, मेरा भी नहीं होगा, channel भी बर्बाद. तो yeah.
Okay, now going back to your beginning of your career again.
Oh no.
You've done this project with Danish Seth.
Yeah. Oh.
It's called Humble Politician.
I was
Nograj.
just talking to Danish.
What?
Yeah, that's
The
who I was talking to
coincidence.
before. Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah, I was talking to Danny.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Danny, that's who it was.
Yeah,
I knew
Danish.
Oh God. So I have loved that movie, by the way. It's one of my favorites. So my question is, how was it working with Danish? Was it the first time you saw yourself on the big screen?
Yeah, that's my debut movie. Guys, actually my debut movie is Kannada movie.
It
Oh
is.
my god, that's great. Yeah. That
So
was my
what was
first.
your experience like working with him, and how did it feel to see yourself on the big screen for the first time?
Working with Danish is super easy because we also did improv together, which is why I was, I think, casted for the movie. And the movie, guys, it was a picnic for me. I did whatever I wanted. They were like, do this. You are in a swimming pool. I'm like, done. I'm in a swimming pool. Then Danish said, what do you want to do? I said, I'm going to do this. You're going to do this. It's so fun to work with Danish because our chemistry is so great. And the rhythm is so nice. And he's also too funny, dude. Danish is, watching Danish itself is too funny. So to work with him is so easy. So Humble Politician was a picnic for me. He worked a lot. I was enjoying myself, okay, as Lavanya. But I must say, I thought nothing will really work out for me. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're Lavanya, whatever. The number of people who have loved me as Lavanya is insane.
Oh, including me.
I did not expect it.
No, I love it.
I didn't. Because I really did it as a time pass. I genuinely did it as a
First
time
movie
pass.
she's done as a time
Yeah, time pass. I was like, what? It's called Humble Politician Nograj. What am I doing? I'm coming every day. They're like, you're wearing sari, you're doing this. Cool. You're wearing that, you're doing this. Done. Okay. He's doing hair massage for you. Done. It's a hair massage, you have to say something. I'm like, okay, cool. Something. Okay, cool.
Oh, God.
So you don't expect this to be something that people remember you for.
It's so fun.
Yeah, I get Lavanya is a lot of people still in Bangalore recognize me as Lavanya rather than Pushpavalli.
For me now, from that to now, you've also spoken about Netflix's Royals.
Yeah! Oh, I've not spoken about it, but I'm okay with it.
But congratulations
Thank
on
you
that.
very much.
We loved the trailer. It looks like another world altogether.
Yeah, it was quite mass. I had a blast, dude. I did anything only.
Anything
I did
only?
anything only. I had too much fun because my audition itself was with Panchami was great. It was a smaller role. It was a role for a boy.
For a boy?
There was supposed to be a boy playing it, and they were like, "Listen, come, no, you try this."
Okay, huh.
It was supposed to be a male lead, male.
I thought you were supposed to be playing a boy.
No. Which I would love, but cool. But I remember my audition was so fun. It was a smaller role, and then I was also called in because Nisha Ganatra, who was also part of the project at that time, she's a friend, and she was like, "Hey, I'll put you in touch." And then things sort of came together. Then Kim and Panchami got together. That it just came so nicely put together. And then Pritish Nandi, I must say PNC, like Rangita and Ishita really just, because that character and the writers of the show, they really let me improvise, as the character. And you really, it's great when writers have that much confidence in an actor that, you improv as this character. And PNC was super like, do whatever you want. We're putting you in the frame. Like Nupur and Priyanka, that way, the directors of the show, they really gave me such a... There's a comment that I can't say much, but I've genuinely done a lot of fun, and also working with Bhumi is super easy.
Oh yeah,
she's too professional, guys. If you think you are professional, please meet Bhumi Pednekar. She's very professional. 9 o'clock is short is there. 8:55 she's right there, full hair and makeup.
Oh wow.
She has, her discipline. No wonder she's so superb and she's so good because she's professional, dude.
I agree, but like you said, you can't give out much.
Yeah.
But what side of Sumukhi are we going to see in Royals?
I think it's the Lavanya side. I don't think, because Pushpavalli is like very smart and everything. Lavanya is stupid, little bit goofy, little bit silly. And Kirtana, which is my character's name, she's very...
Oh, no.
She loves her, like Bhumi's character. I love Bhumi's character. Like, I idolize her.
Oh,
so mine is an out and out funny, fun role where this girl has no filters. Anything she's saying.
Oh my god, I think Nograj also should make a full
Yeah. Kirtana and Nograj are meant for each other.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing. So before I let you go, I need to ask you one last question. You took a very bold step when you quit your stable job and took up comic full time. So right now, if a girl is watching you who also wants to do the same thing as you did, what is the one advice you're giving to that girl?
Please have 6 months worth rent money in bank account. I did not. Okay, I came in with no money, full guts. Okay, then I realized Bombay guts just lasts for 5 seconds. So then I really struggled to get that initial money in. But really, I'm being very practical. Of course, if you are skilled and if you are, if you know that it's going to work out for you, that's great. And that is, please have that confidence in what you want to do. But definitely safeguard, like 6 months money definitely have in your account and then move to Bombay. That's one. Second, you have to... it's a really long match, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think it's, if you're coming in just that I'm going to become a star, it's never going to work out. But if you're like, I'm going to be in this industry for the next 30 years, it's going to work out, I think. Because then the pressure on you is low. Also, I don't think, I know that a lot of people make it look like young girls have a better opportunity because you are young and you'll be cast more, etc. But the more you break out of it and the more you're like, your career is on till 85 or 90, just it becomes more fun. So I would say, please have money. Don't be scared of hustle. Okay, don't come for 5 year. Don't come for T20. Come for Test match. Okay,
God.
And constantly you need to keep brushing up skills because Bombay makes you feel like socializing and meeting people is more important than the actual skill. It is as important, I'm sure, but if you're not good with your skills, there are too many who can replace you.
That's amazing.
Because everyone's looking for an opportunity.
I don't want to let you go, but unfortunately we have to.
I know, guys. What to do?
I don't want to talk more, but...
Honi ko kaun taal sakta hai, guys? Sorry.
Okay, with this, we come to the end of our conversation with Sumukhi.
Thanks, Manishu.
But now we have to let her go. But make sure you all tune in for our next episode with your next favorite creator. For now, let's say bye to the whole.
Bye. Bye. I'll send you a t-shirt. Wait, are you based out of Bangalore? Then why are you coming for my show?
When is it? I'll try. Let me see if
What do you mean I'll try? It's on 17th November. Manisha is definitely coming for my show. If you are not, then you watch.
As smart creators, your influence can shape society. Join the ASCI Responsible Influencer course today and earn your certificate. Learn from the experts and become a trusted name in the world of influencing.
Use our coupon code SOCIALSTAR24 to enroll now.